Good morning, Fringe Festival, and welcome to 10-Minute Trip, my daily live stream about all things trip-related, trip concerns. We are coming to you from the beautiful state, TRIP, located in beautiful Triptopia, right in the shadow of Highland Park, Los Angeles. And so we began. We are developing a musical for the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Yay! And some of you may know, I am writing a musical. It is called Return Trip. What I did in the first year after the second time I died. Based on a true story, because it's my true story. Anyway, the point of doing 10-Minute Trip is the songs are written, and they're great. Oh my God, you're going to love the songs. The songs are so good. But, and the story is great because it's my story and it's amazing. It's an amazing trip. But what I need to do more than anything else is develop my ability to stand in front of people and talk to them and tell a story, blah, blah, blah. And the only real tools available to me are stand-ups and open mics. And so the reality is I just need a lot more time. So the idea of 10-Minute Trip, it will be 10 minutes of wherever I am in the storyline that day. Over the past couple of episodes, this is episode 3 of 10-Minute Trip, as I've been going over my diary from last year. In brief, it was on the 16th of March that I died as a John Doe at Cedars-Sinai. On the 16th of March, chronically homeless, blah, blah, blah. And then to the street, and a week later, I died again for the second time. And then they released me to the Midnight Mission, because it would look very bad for Cedars-Sinai if they released me to the street and I showed up dead for them. So they released me to the Midnight Mission, and I kept a diary because you have to. They love paper trails. It doesn't matter what institution you're in, and I've been in a lot of them, but I have paper trails, and the best way to is to create a paper trail. And so I was reading from the itinerary, really, that I had created the powers that be at the Midnight Mission. I had created this itinerary so they could know where I was at all times, because I never planned on being in the mission at all. The best way to be at the Midnight Mission is not to be there. So I did a lot of things to make sure I was out of there a lot. I only tried to shoot, but it's hard. At the Midnight Mission, they made it needlessly difficult at all. You have to go through 3 different people, all who must approve your freedom to go outside. It's best done early in the morning, by the way. If you catch guys, they don't care at all. They'll sign anything. And you learn that on day 1 if you're smart. They will sign anything as long as it looks right. They are tired. They want to go home, and that's when you catch them. If you can get out of there, if you can get out of the Midnight Mission with the overnight security to sign off on everything, you have to get that done really by 5:30. You do, because the people who are going to hold you back, who are going to question where you're going and what you are doing. Those people do not come in till 7. But you want to avoid, even if they happen to come in early, you want to catch. I knew which guard to catch and get things signed off because anywhere other than where he hired, and he was tired and lazy, and those are the best. Find them. I did, but that does mean if you're going to get out of there and get signed off by 5:30, you should really probably be up at 4, is what you should do, because that's prime time in the showers. That's what you have to know. If you have social phobia like me, and you're short, and you're white, and you're middle-aged, and you have no ability to defend your blood, the 4 o'clock in the morning shower is the way to go for you. You're almost guaranteed to be alone. Nobody gets up at 4 o'clock except people who have jobs and places to go and things to do. Those are the best people if you're going to see the people at the midnight mission, the people who actually do things. But they do make it hard. They do. But you will master this too. I did have this ridiculous shower experience. It was like the second day I was there, and I believe it was Easter Sunday. I believe it was a year ago tomorrow. I was going in for my 4 o'clock in the morning shower. So I was going in for my 4 o'clock in the morning shower, and this guy who I just knew was trouble was across. And I don't take off my clothes in the shower anyway. Some of them, but not all of them. That's just not a good idea. And I have mastered the art of looking down. But he was just aching for a fight, and what was it? What the fuck are you staring at, faggot? Except and there is no real response to that on Easter Sunday morning at 4 o'clock in the shower at the midnight mission. But I'm well trained. At looking down and becoming invisible. I'm such a pussy. But he had gone off several times that day. He was a known variable to me. I saw him when he came in. He was an explosion waiting to happen. It just happens to be my luck to attract explosions. I don't know how. But I had already established a vow of silence. I speak to no one when I'm there. I'm just the guy in the corner working out all the time. That's really the best guy to be. You know, you just put on your earphones, right? And you get your, I actually have it. So this is what I would do. Like when I was actually at this mission, this is what I would do. I had my stretchy bands and my sunglasses and my cap. Let me get the cap. Like this. Okay. With a hat, just pretend it's black, right? And like these really big earphones. And if I had to be at the mission, I would just be the guy who was standing in the corner doing this. For hours, if I had to. I have a background in kinesiology and yoga and dance and blah blah blah, and I'm always trying to fix something, which is what I do currently. I fix people who are broken. I've been doing it for 20 years, and I had to fix my body, and the only way to do that was through rigorous training every day. So if I was at the mission, I was the guy in the corner with the sunglasses and the earphones maintaining this position for hours. All the time. That will keep you out of trouble. Is what it will do. That will keep you out of trouble. They will not talk to you. They will not bother you. And if you're lucky, well, not even lucky, they will forget you're there. You will just, because you wear and your sunglasses and the earphones. They will just leave you alone, which is really kind of the best way to go if you're me. So anyway, the point is, we haven't done a 10-minute trip. Yeah, it's kind of a long 10-minute trip, but it's like what? Well, it doesn't matter. It's not like really anybody's watching this. So where we had, I should put 10 minutes on the clock and pretend like I care. We should do that. 10 minutes. All right. So, yeah, I just suck at all this. Clock. We have 10 minutes of stand-up comedy. After a 20-minute introduction, and you gotta like that. It's really 2-to-1 10-minute ratio. I have no idea because I'm rambling, and there's probably a reason I'm wearing sunglasses. I'm just saying. I don't know. Anyway, 10 minutes on the clock with 10-minute trip. I'm actually working on my musical starting now. 10-minute trip. All right. Hello. I can't read in my sunglasses. Let's see. We were ending with the very festive AA meeting. The next day, I had to get to the Department of Social Services. But I only had 4 bus tokens, and I had to use them wisely, I remember. But I had a very good reason to get out of there, so I did early. And I walked from a million times, it's fine. Well, I had a lot of stuff I had to do there. I had to meet with my caseworker that day, sign up for the pipe for quickly. I had to replace my EBT card. Otherwise, I mean, I will eat at the having the food on the EBT card, the food stamp card, electronic benefits transfer. That is for those of you who have never been poor. That's what it is. But there was also a distinct possibility that I some cash on my EBT card, and EBT card was very important. I had to go there to do that. So I did, and I signed up for the pilot program, and that gets very complicated, but I did all that, and I did get the EBT card. Now, this is super duper important for a million different reasons once you have the EBT card. You can do many things, including, if you're me and you're smart, you keep a copy. This is just a tip from me to you. It's like a little homeless tip. Tips for homeless guys is what we'll call it. If you have a cell phone and a driver's license, you need to take out your cell phone, and you need to take a picture of your driver's license. You do. Right now, stop everything you're doing and do that. Take out your cell phone and take a picture of your license. Send it to yourself. You will not. You will need a photo at some point. And it has saved me a million times because my wallet has been stolen more times than I don't know. I've had, I was telling somebody the other day, I have had, it's not that, this is not like my first comeback. It is not. But you start to make a comeback as a crazy homeless guy time after time. And I have had the rug pulled out from under me so many times, I fucking thought I was Aladdin. Get it? Yeah, I'm going to try that out. No, there's a joke in there, someone with Aladdin and a rug being pulled out. I don't know where I'm going with that. Maybe. But that's how you feel. So I had done that. I had a picture of my driver's license and sent it to myself, and it's stored in the cloud. I could go. I had my EBT card, and guess what? Oh my God! This happened. Oh, I had $40. I had $40. Oh my God! I had $40. What will you do with $40? Well, a lot of problems right now, Mister. I've died 4 days ago. Number one, you have $40. Number two, you have an EBT card that has, I think it had $180 of food on there, is what happened, and $40 in cash. And I went to a Staples and printed out a copy of his license on color paper. This is important because if you have a color copy of your driver's license and a EBT card, you can get a cell phone. Because whenever you pass by these, they call them Obama phones. But if you're poor, there are any number of cellular companies out there that want to just give you a phone. But I have so many Obama phones. I have been to so many. I have to like keep going to different gazebos to figure out the haven't used. It took me because now I have the EBT card, and that's the magic combination right there to get a phone. But if you can get a phone, you can do a lot. Those Obama phones are good things. Those are, and they're not fun up to cell phone companies who just want your business. Really, it's not like we're paying for that. We're not. Conspiracy theories. Wait in line for food. You will hear them. But the big conspiracy theory is that they are giving away these free cell phones to poor people so that they can track us. Which there is kind of I have to admit, there's a part of me that kind of does believe that. I don't because I would. Anyway, what was the point? Oh yes, it took me 3 tries, but I got a phone. Now, Trip, you have been dead twice. You have been back to life for about 5 days, 4 days, somewhere in there. You are living at the Midnight Mission. You have $40, a license, copy of, an EBT card with $180 in food and $40. And what else did I have? A phone, right? Yeah, now I have a phone. Well, if you are me, the first thing you do is you call the delivery service that you know that is in downtown that has a $20 minimum, but you need to get stoned right now because there is no way to deal with the fucking Midnight Mission if you are not. So I believe this is a $20 investment in your future, Trip. I do. But there's a lot of ways to be at the Midnight Mission after you die, but I think being stoned is number one. So I did. I called my delivery service, and I only had enough money, I think, for 2 joints, but that would be enough for a couple of days. I would figure shit out. I would. And so once I got the delivery, life changed. Life changed for me in that moment. I did. I went to MacArthur Park because where else do you melt down in the dark? I got as stoned as I possibly could, and I just decided to figure shit out. I know a lot of people want to say at the end, I believed in God, or I let go and let God, or that's when I found Jesus. And I would love to be able to say any of those things. I would, because a lot of nice things were happening to me. It was a miracle. Absolute miracle. It's not that I believe in miracles, but the probability of numbers was against me having any money, $40, and having the presence of mind to be able to get my driver's license, and being able to combine those two things into getting a phone, and to be able to combine those three things into getting the medication that was going to allow me to survive at least while I was there. What will you do? We are almost out of time, but that is how my second day at the Midnight Mission went, where I was happily stoned and had a cell phone. What will you do? What will you do? And so I sat there in MacArthur Park for hours. And then I video recorded me singing MacArthur. MacArthur Park. Oh, we're out of time. MacArthur Park is melting in the dark. All that sweet green icing flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't have these notes ever, but it's a good way to end. I don't think that I can make it, 'cause it took so long to bake, and I'll never have the pee again. Oh no! Yeah, it's a really good place to end right there. Ha 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 ha.